You have a baby at home, and you have a baby on the way. Congratulations.
What makes you say that?
The shark told me.
You know you don't ever say that to a woman.
You're not supposed to say that to me?
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the glamorous world of Blake Lively. Her stunning lifestyle, impressive earnings, and all the latest headlines lighting up Hollywood. If you're all about fashion, fame, and fierce ambition, hit that like button and subscribe for more star-powered stories. Let's get into it. Early life. Born Blake Ellender Brown on August 25, 1987, in Tarzana, California, Blake Lively was destined for the spotlight long before she ever stepped in front of a camera. Raised in a family deeply embedded in the entertainment industry, Blake was the youngest of 5 children in a household where performing arts were a way of life. Her father, Ernie Lively, was an actor and director, and her mother, Elaine Lively, worked as a talent scout. Surrounded by the rhythms of Hollywood from a young age, Blake's childhood was shaped by storytelling, auditions, and the supportive presence of a family who understood the demands and rewards of life in show business. Growing up in the San Fernando Valley, Blake enjoyed a relatively grounded upbringing despite the Hollywood proximity. Her home life was filled with creativity, collaboration, and encouragement. With all 4 of her older siblings involved in acting at some point, family dinners often doubled as informal acting workshops. Blake would later credit her parents and siblings for giving her a real-life acting class every day, which helped her develop a natural ease and charisma on screen. Despite her early exposure to the industry, Blake didn't initially plan on becoming an actress. As a child, she was energetic and versatile, excelling in academics and participating in a wide range of extracurriculars. She was class president, a cheerleader, and even sang in her high school's choir. Her early interests included interior design and law, and for a time, she envisioned herself following a more traditional path outside of entertainment. It wasn't until her older brother, Eric Lively, an actor himself, took a more active role in encouraging her that Blake began to seriously consider acting. Recognizing her natural talent and camera presence, Eric submitted her to talent agents without her knowledge, and even took her to auditions during her school breaks. At just 17, she landed the role of Bridget Vreeland in The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, a breakout performance that showcased her emotional range and effortless screen presence. She filmed the movie between her junior and senior year of high school, returning to complete her education with newfound recognition and a deepened passion for acting. The combination of a nurturing, industry-savvy family and Blake's own ambition and adaptability helped shape her trajectory from a high-achieving student into a sought-after young actress. Her early years instilled in her not only the skills required for a successful acting career, but also the work ethic and humility that would later define her off-screen persona. Pivotal relationships with her siblings, especially Eric, and the consistent support of her parents created a foundation that propelled her into the spotlight and helped her remain grounded once she got there. Career and success. Blake Lively's transition from promising newcomer to Hollywood powerhouse is a testament to her range, resilience, and undeniable screen presence. Following her breakout role in The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, which earned her critical attention and a Teen Choice Award nomination, Blake's career gained steady momentum. But it was her casting as Serena van der Woodsen in the CW's Gossip Girl in 2007 that marked the defining breakthrough moment. The series, which ran for 6 seasons, catapulted Lively to international fame and cemented her status as a style icon and leading actress of her generation. As the face of Gossip Girl, Lively became synonymous with New York high society glamour, but her performance went beyond fashion and aesthetics. She brought emotional depth to the role, navigating Serena's tumultuous personal life with nuance and poise. The show's success extended well beyond television. It became a cultural touchstone, shaping youth fashion and influencing an entire generation of viewers. Blake's chemistry with her co-stars, including Leighton Meester and Penn Badgley, created one of TV's most talked-about ensembles. At the peak of the series, Gossip Girl was one of the most downloaded shows on iTunes, and Lively was a regular on red carpets and magazine covers, with her personal style influencing trends worldwide. While Gossip Girl defined the early phase of her career, Lively made a deliberate effort to expand her range as an actress. In 2010, she stunned critics with her dramatic turn in Ben Affleck's crime thriller The Town, shedding her polished image to portray a troubled single mother. The performance earned her widespread acclaim and marked a turning point, signaling that she was more than just a television star. This was followed by a string of diverse roles, including her part in the ensemble cast of Oliver Stone's Savages, 2012, and her starring performance in The Age of Adeline, 2015, where she played a woman who remains ageless for nearly a century, a role that showcased her emotional versatility and dramatic skill. Lively's collaboration with major directors and actors, such as Affleck, Stone, and Anna Kendrick, further expanded her credibility and reputation in Hollywood. One of her most praised performances came in the 2016 thriller The Shallows, in which she carried nearly the entire film solo, portraying a stranded surfer battling a great white shark. The movie's commercial and critical success proved her ability to headline a film and command the screen on her own. She followed that with A Simple Favor, 2018, a dark comedy directed by Paul Feig, where her role as the mysterious and stylish Emily Nelson earned her both praise and a new wave of admiration for her comedic timing and bold screen presence. Over time, Lively's career evolved beyond acting. Known for her impeccable fashion sense, she became a fixture in the fashion world, forming high-profile partnerships with luxury brands like Chanel and L'Oreal. In 2021, she made her directorial debut with a music video for Taylor Swift's I Bet You Think About Me, signaling a shift toward creative control behind the camera. Her talents as a storyteller and visual artist added a new dimension to her already multifaceted career. While she has yet to receive major awards like an Oscar or Golden Globe, Lively's career has been marked by steady acclaim, fan devotion, and a growing list of box office hits. Her influence stretches from the big screen to fashion runways, and from directorial ventures to startup boardrooms. From the privileged streets of Gossip Girl's Manhattan to the beaches of The Shallows and the boardroom of her own company, Blake Lively's rise is a story of both artistic ambition and entrepreneurial success. She continues to evolve as one of Hollywood's most dynamic and enduring talents, with an impact that reaches far beyond the screen. Income and net worth. Blake Lively's financial success mirrors her dynamic career, with an estimated net worth ranging from $40 million to $60 million, according to multiple sources. Her income streams are as diverse as her talents, combining high-paying film roles, fashion endorsements, business ventures, and creative projects that have firmly established her as a powerful force in both Hollywood and the business world. A substantial portion of Blake Lively's wealth stems from her acting career. Her role as Serena Vander Woodson on Gossip Girl not only made her a household name, but also reportedly earned her up to $60,000 per episode in the show's later seasons. The success of the series gave her the leverage to command significant paychecks for film roles in major studio productions such as The Age of Adeline, The Shallows, A Simple Favor, and The Town. For some of these films, Lively has earned millions per project, depending on the film's budget and back-end deals. In addition to acting, Blake's long-standing status as a fashion icon has translated into lucrative endorsement and sponsorship deals. She has served as a brand ambassador for global luxury brands such as L'Oreal Paris, Gucci Premier, and Chanel, deals that come with sizable financial compensation and global visibility. Her image and influence in the fashion world often land her on best-dressed lists, and she's a regular at the Met Gala, further cementing her appeal to high-end brands. Blake's entrepreneurial spirit also plays a significant role in her income. In 2021, she launched Betty Buzz, a line of non-alcoholic sparkling mixers. The brand, which Lively not only founded but actively markets and manages, has gained traction in both the wellness and beverage industries. Early reviews and retail partnerships suggest the company could become a major player in the lifestyle space, with Lively potentially seeing multi-million-dollar returns if the brand continues to expand. Blake Lively's income and net worth are the result of years of consistent work, savvy brand management, and a growing business portfolio. Whether she's acting, directing, endorsing global brands, or building her own company, Lively continues to expand her influence and her wealth with every new project. Lifestyle insights. Blake Lively's lifestyle is a vibrant extension of her personality, creative, family-focused, stylish, and deeply rooted in authenticity. As we've seen through her acting achievements and growing business empire, Lively is a woman of many talents. But beyond the red carpets and film sets, she leads a life filled with unique passions, grounded values, and a sincere commitment to causes close to her heart. One of Blake's most well-known personal passions is cooking and baking. Despite her glamorous public image, she's often described as a homebody who finds joy in preparing elaborate meals for her family and friends. She has openly expressed that if she weren't acting, she might have pursued a career as a professional chef. Blake is known to throw themed parties and prepare multi-course dinners for loved ones, often documenting these creative culinary experiences on social media. Her love for food isn't performative. It's personal and rooted in her desire to create memorable, joyful moments for others. In her downtime, Blake enjoys crafts, interior design, and entertaining at home. She's spoken about her fondness for designing living spaces and frequently redecorates her home, combining vintage pieces with modern flair. This creative interest even inspired her to design some of the packaging and branding for her beverage company, Betty Buzz. Her sense of aesthetics is evident not just in her home, but in her world-renowned fashion sense, which has made her one of the most influential style icons of her generation. Unlike many celebrities, Blake doesn't work with a professional stylist. She selects all her red carpet looks herself, a rarity in the fashion world, and is praised for her bold, elegant choices. From Met Gala gowns to casual streetwear, her fashion reflects a playful confidence and creative spirit. She's not just wearing clothes, she's curating moments that blend pop culture and personal expression. When it comes to giving back, Blake is deeply involved in philanthropy. She donated millions to organizations such as Feeding America, the NEORACP Legal Defense Fund, and various COVID-19 relief efforts. Blake is also an outspoken advocate for child exploitation prevention, working with organizations like the Child Rescue Coalition. In interviews and speeches, she's shared powerful messages about protecting children and giving a voice to the vulnerable, a cause that she says changed her perspective on parenting and life. However, even with a reputation for being one of Hollywood's most beloved couples, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have recently found themselves at the center of a high-profile legal controversy. In late 2024, Blake filed a harassment complaint against her It Ends with Us co-star and director Justin Baldoni, alleging a hostile work environment. In response, Baldoni filed a $400 million countersuit targeting both Lively and Reynolds, accusing them of defamation and other civil violations. Although much of Baldoni's case was dismissed in court by mid-2025, including all claims against Ryan Reynolds, Blake is still scheduled to give a sworn deposition in July 2025, with a full trial set for March 2026. The legal drama has affected the couple's public appearances, including their absence from the 2025 Met Gala, and sparked wider media attention, including backlash to an SNL skit that mocked the dispute. While the outcome of the case remains uncertain, it has already become a defining chapter in Lively's personal life, challenging her public image and drawing attention to how high-profile celebrities navigate personal conflicts under intense public scrutiny. Despite the controversy, Lively has continued to carry herself with professionalism and focus, a reflection of the resilience she's displayed throughout her career. Her lifestyle remains rooted in family, creativity, and social awareness, even as she navigates this turbulent period. Blake Lively's lifestyle reflects a woman who is ambitious yet grounded, glamorous yet approachable. She balances the demands of fame with a devotion to her family, including her role as a mother of 4, and chooses projects that align with her values. Whether she's cooking in her kitchen, designing a new bottle for Betty Buzz, or speaking out for children's safety, Blake's everyday life is as intentional and expressive as her career. Relationships and personal life. Blake Lively's personal life has been just as compelling as her professional journey, shaped by a series of deeply rooted relationships that reflect her values of loyalty, family, and authenticity. At the heart of it all is her marriage to actor Ryan Reynolds. The two met in 2010 while filming Green Lantern and officially began dating in 2011. They married in a private ceremony in September 2012 in South Carolina, and since then, their relationship has become the gold standard for celebrity couples, marked by mutual respect, humor, and unwavering support. Together, Blake and Ryan have built a life that balances fame with a strong foundation in family. The couple has 4 children, and while they've kept most details about their kids private, their role as parents is central to both of their lives. Blake has often spoken about how motherhood transformed her perspective, influencing the roles she chooses and the causes she supports. Both she and Ryan are known to turn down projects or adjust their schedules to prioritize time with their children, a choice that underscores their shared values and commitment to family life. According to insiders close to the couple, Blake and Ryan are planning to grow their family even further and are reportedly hoping to have 2 more daughters in the coming years. While neither has confirmed this publicly, sources say the couple has expressed a deep joy in raising girls and feel their home has even more room for love and laughter. Those close to them describe their household as warm, creative, and full of personality, qualities they believe would flourish even more with the addition of new little ones. Blake is said to be especially hands-on as a mother, and Ryan has often referred to fatherhood as the most rewarding part of his life. Blake's marriage has also opened the door to a strong creative partnership. While they rarely co-star, the two are active collaborators behind the scenes. Ryan has been heavily involved in Blake's business ventures, including Betty Buzz, and Blake has served as a creative advisor on several of Ryan's projects. Their dynamic is rooted in trust and a shared entrepreneurial spirit, and they frequently express their admiration for each other in interviews and social media, often with a signature dose of playful teasing. Before her relationship with Reynolds, Blake had a brief but widely publicized romance with her Gossip Girl co-star Penn Badgley. The two dated during the early seasons of the show, and their chemistry extended both on and off screen. Though they eventually broke up, the separation was amicable, and they continued to work together professionally without issue. Blake is also incredibly close to her family. Her older brother, Eric Lively, played a significant role in launching her acting career, even submitting her to agents before she fully considered pursuing it herself. The two share a tight bond, and Blake has credited him with helping her navigate the complexities of Hollywood. Additionally, she remains close to her other siblings and often references her parents as major influences, especially her father, the late actor Ernie Lively, who not only supported her career but appeared alongside her in the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Friendships also play a key role in Blake's life, many of them forged within the entertainment and fashion industries. She has a well-known friendship with Taylor Swift, and the two have often supported each other publicly, from attending premieres to collaborating on music videos. Professionally, Blake is known to maintain strong, respectful relationships with her collaborators. Directors like Ben Affleck, Paul Feig, and Oliver Stone have praised her work ethic and versatility. Her ability to maintain long-term connections in a notoriously fickle industry speaks to her loyalty and professionalism. However, as mentioned earlier, her personal and professional worlds have recently collided in a more challenging way. The ongoing legal conflict involving director Justin Baldoni has placed Lively under the spotlight not for her roles, but for the personal and professional dynamics behind the scenes of It Ends With Us. While the case is ongoing, Lively's handling of the situation, appearing composed, focused, and protective of her family, demonstrates her resilience and determination to stand her ground in the face of adversity. Ryan Reynolds' visible support during the legal proceedings has only reinforced the strength of their bond and their ability to weather difficult moments together. In the end, Blake Lively's relationships with her husband, children, family, and close friends are not only integral to her personal life, but they also reflect the values she lives by: devotion, creativity, authenticity, and strength. Whether navigating Hollywood or family life, Blake remains anchored by a network of meaningful connections that shape every chapter of her story. And as her family continues to grow, both in love and in number, so too does her legacy. Not just as a public figure, but as a woman who lives with intention, heart, and unwavering grace. Real estate. As Blake Lively's life has evolved from Hollywood starlet to full-fledged mogul and mother, so too has her real estate portfolio, expanding into a series of refined, thoughtful spaces that mirror her values, taste, and lifestyle. In early 2012, Blake and Ryan purchased their first home together in Bedford, New York, a charming colonial-style residence tucked away in Westchester County. The house, purchased for approximately $2.3 million, sat on 2 lush acres and spanned nearly 4,800 square feet. It featured 3 bedrooms and a separate 2-bedroom guest cottage, perfect for hosting friends and extended family. The home's quiet, cozy charm aligned perfectly with Blake's love for interior design and Ryan's desire for a life away from the Hollywood spotlight. It served as their first shared sanctuary, where they began building the life that would later include 4 children and multiple business ventures. The couple eventually sold this home privately, reportedly for around $2.4 million, when they decided to upsize to a more expansive estate nearby. Their current primary residence is a sprawling estate in Pound Ridge, New York, just a short drive from their first home. Purchased in 2013 for a reported $5.7 million, the property sits on over 11 secluded acres and includes a main house with at least 7 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms, a renovated barn, and a detached guest house. The estate, estimated to be close to 9,000 square feet, boasts an elegant yet comfortable interior that Blake has personally curated. Friends of the couple say Blake was hands-on with the renovations, blending colonial architecture with warm, modern touches like reclaimed wood floors, European-inspired fireplaces, and a chef's kitchen designed for her love of cooking and entertaining. Outdoors, the property includes manicured gardens, a resort-style pool, and a stone terrace for al fresco dining and family gatherings. With ample space for their children to play and privacy from the public eye, it has become the couple's true family home. In addition to their countryside retreat, Blake and Ryan also maintain a residence in Tribeca, New York City, at the prestigious 443 Greenwich Street, a luxury condo building known for its celebrity residence and paparazzi-proof amenities. Their loft, though more private and less publicly detailed, is believed to feature custom Calacatta marble, arched windows, exposed brick, and wood-beamed ceilings that offer a chic, industrial vibe. The building itself includes a 75-foot indoor pool, a landscaped courtyard, private parking, and a children's playroom, ideal for their growing family. Blake has occasionally shared glimpses of the space on social media, showcasing her flair for mixing vintage accents with modern design elements. Although their primary residences are in New York, Blake and Ryan have had connections to the West Coast as well. Ryan previously owned the iconic Wong House in Los Feliz, a mid-century masterpiece once co-owned with his former wife, Scarlett Johansson. The home was sold in 2012, but industry insiders believe the couple may still own a discreet Los Angeles property, used for industry events and short-term stays. However, no current West Coast holdings have been publicly confirmed. Blake's real estate taste is unmistakably reflective of her personality, elegant, lived-in, and layered with history and meaning. Her homes aren't just backdrops for her family's life, they're creative projects in their own right. She has been closely involved in all aspects of their renovation and design, from sourcing antique furnishings to helping lay out family-friendly spaces that still feel luxurious. Her affinity for mixing rustic charm with modern sophistication is evident in every property, and her eye for detail makes each home feel both personal and polished. More recently, insiders close to the couple have revealed that Blake and Ryan are planning to expand their family once again, with hopes of welcoming 2 more daughters in the near future. This exciting development has reportedly led them to begin exploring additional properties that would provide even more space and privacy for their growing brood. Cars and vehicles. Just as Blake Lively's rise in Hollywood has been marked by elegance and restraint, her relationship with cars reflects a similar balance of style, practicality, and personal flair. In her early years, long before red carpets and fashion campaigns, Blake was often seen in modest, functional vehicles, opting for practicality over flash. Her first car, reportedly a used Toyota Highlander, symbolized her down-to-earth beginnings. It wasn't flashy, but it was reliable, perfect for navigating Los Angeles auditions and studio lots during her Gossip Girl years. As her career flourished and her lifestyle evolved, so did her taste in vehicles. While she doesn't flaunt an extensive car collection, Blake has been photographed behind the wheel of several luxury SUVs, most notably the Tesla Model X and the Cadillac Escalade. Both vehicles strike a balance between family-focused utility and high-end comfort, which aligns with her role as a mother of four and her desire for discretion and safety. The Tesla, in particular, reflects Blake's modern sensibilities: tech-savvy, eco-conscious, and quietly powerful. Though Blake is not known for having a flashy car persona like some of her peers, she does have an eye for sophisticated design, and that extends to her cars. Her husband, Ryan Reynolds, a known car enthusiast, reportedly helped influence some of their joint automotive decisions, including a Range Rover autobiography, often spotted in their New York and Tribeca commutes. The couple's vehicle choices favor spacious interiors, privacy-tinted windows, and understated luxury, features that cater to their growing family and need for personal space. Blake has never publicly spoken about an obsession with cars, and unlike other celebrities, she doesn't maintain a large garage filled with exotic or vintage vehicles. Instead, her car ownership reflects her overall approach to fame: intentional, stylish, and grounded. Her vehicle lineup supports her lifestyle without overwhelming it, blending seamlessly with her daily routines as a mother, entrepreneur, and actor. And while she and Ryan Reynolds have been known to travel by private jet for international appearances and business ventures, their day-to-day transportation remains relatively grounded. They're often spotted driving themselves rather than relying on chauffeurs, a nod to their desire to maintain a sense of normalcy despite their fame. Current lifestyle. Blake Lively's 2025 life is defined by pivoting creatively, nurturing family, and championing causes she deeply believes in, all while remaining firmly in the public eye with grace and intention. On the career front, Lively has taken on a high-profile role in Another Simple Favor, 2025, reuniting with Anna Kendrick for the sequel to the cult hit. Her performance premiered at SXSW in March and now streams on Amazon Prime Video. The film reaffirmed her ability to lead high-concept, stylish thrillers. Meanwhile, through her production banner, B for Effort, Blake continues developing bold, quality-driven content. She's officially attached to star in and produce Netflix's Lady Killer adaptation and is producing the post-apocalyptic series Dark Days at the Magna Carta for Netflix. Though some of these are still in development, they showcase her expanding influence behind the camera. Lively's beverage empire is booming. Her canned cocktail line, Betty Booze, recently launched 2 new flavors, Meyer Lemonade and Passion Fruit Vodka Iced Teas, just in time for summer, continuing the momentum from her non-alcoholic brand Betty Buzz. She even revived nostalgic chemistry with Gossip Girl alum Zuzanna Sadkowski in a playful ad campaign celebrating these new flavors, blending pop cultural charm with smart marketing. On the personal front, Blake and husband Ryan Reynolds remain deeply rooted in family life. They're parents to 4 children and, as widely reported, are planning to welcome 2 more daughters in the near future, possibly prompting them to explore additional upstate New York property options. Between films, directing projects, and beverage business growth, Blake's home life is a carefully curated mix of creativity and care. Philanthropy continues to drive her choices. In 2025, she's strengthened her advocacy for child protection and online safety, collaborating with the Child Rescue Coalition and using her visibility to amplify these issues. At the same time, she maintains quieter support for maternal health and food security causes, aligning with her long-standing, values-driven approach. The ongoing legal proceedings with Justin Baldoni also linger. Blake is scheduled for a July deposition ahead of a March 2026 trial window. Despite this, she presented herself with composure during media appearances, crediting Ryan's support and prioritizing family amidst the scrutiny. Through all this, Blake Lively remains a figure of evolving influence, shifting from actress to producer, brand builder, and advocate. She's simultaneously nurturing her family life, exploring new creative heights, and staying authentically connected to her fans and values, ensuring she's not just relevant, but remarkably resonant in 2025. That brings us to the end of this story. If you enjoyed it, don't miss the other celebrity journeys waiting for you on screen. Thanks so much for watching.